Hello, and congratulations on selecting the Alcohol Detection System's Determinator Breath Alcohol Ignition Interlock device. The Determinator is a breath alcohol ignition interlock device designed to assist you in reestablishing your state driving privilege. We understand that your use of this device is important to your livelihood, and our staff is here to assist you should you require. In this video, we will show you the basics of the device, specifics about your state's interlock program, and some information to make your time with our device as easy as possible. Our certified technicians will install your device according to state regulations, and upon completion will ensure that you have the ability to use the device safely and responsibly. The Determinator will require you to provide a clean breath sample prior to starting your vehicle, in addition to random rolling retests as per sentencing agency rules. All test results are reported to your sentencing agency and may be used by that agency to make a determination about your future driving privileges. For your own peace of mind, we recommend the use of a journal for personal records of your device use in the event your sentencing agency asks questions about an incident on your report. Rules vary in different jurisdictions, making it important that you understand the specific rules pertaining to your use of the device and the ramifications if those rules are not followed. Rules governing the use of this device are in place for specific reasons, and not fully complying with these rules may result in an extension of your required time with the device, further suspension from your driving privileges, and other punitive actions. The primary components of your device will include the handheld portion, a cable to connect to the vehicle, and a mouthpiece. The handheld portion of the device is used to present your samples. It is a precise electronic instrument, and therefore, great care should be taken when utilizing it. The mouthpiece is the replaceable portion of the handheld unit, and you should receive extra mouthpieces when the device is installed. Check your packaging to ensure you have received extra mouthpieces. The mouthpiece may break if you drop or abuse the device. Replacements are available for an additional fee by calling our offices. The cable connects your vehicle to the handheld portion and should also be treated with care. You should use caution to not pinch or damage the cable. Unplugging the handheld portion is allowed in some jurisdictions and is as simple as plugging or unplugging a cell phone to a charger. Squeeze the tabs at the connector to unplug the handheld portion. Always check that there is no dirt, debris, or lint in the connector before reconnecting. The device will record all vehicle activity, whether the handheld portion is connected or not. Your device detects alcohol by analyzing your breath sample with an alcohol-specific electrochemical fuel cell. With electrochemical fuel cells, there are no false positive readings. Positive readings should always be followed up with a secondary test as soon as the device will allow. Prior to taking any breath alcohol test, it is important that you do not place any substance in your mouth for a minimum of 10 minutes. This is the most common mistake made by our users. If you eat, drink, use mouthwash, or smoke within 10 minutes before providing the test may be affected. Always be conscious of your exposure to alcohol. Positive alcohol content readings may result in an extension of your suspended driving privileges. Avoid beverages containing alcohol. By state law, our device is looking for the presence of any alcohol in your system, not at the .08 level, but levels significantly less. Therefore, it is imperative that you avoid alcohol whenever possible. If you do consume alcohol, it is recommended you avoid attempting to drive for a minimum of 12 hours after last consumption. Avoid other products containing alcohol. Items such as mouthwash, cough syrup, cologne, perfume, hairspray, hand sanitizers, and items designed to de-ice may contain alcohol. If you are exposed to any of these items, you may fail the tests. There are no false positives, as the device did detect the presence of alcohol. Once you realize this issue, following up with a clear sample is your primary objective, should this occur. If you forget and use these products prior to a test, the device will go into a short lockdown period. If this occurs, it is important that you realize your error and correct it as soon as possible. You can do this by waiting till the device allows for a retest and providing a follow-up sample. While you are waiting for the device to allow for the follow-up test, we recommend you drink some water to ensure any residual mouth alcohol is removed. Wait after eating or drinking. While most foods do not contain alcohol, when combined with other chemicals in your body, they may produce a natural alcohol effect. It is recommended you wait 10 minutes after eating or drinking prior to providing a sample. Wait after using tobacco. Tobacco contains hundreds of various chemicals, and exposing the device to these pollutants may cause your device to cease functioning properly. If you smoke, our first recommendation is to never do so in the vehicle. If you must smoke, ensure your windows are down while driving to limit the amount of smoke the device is exposed to. Prior to startup, extinguish the tobacco, take 3 or 4 deep breaths of fresh air to remove any residual smoke from your lungs, and then you should be ready to take the test. If the device calls for a rolling retest, you will need to extinguish the tobacco, roll your window down, inhale fresh air, and wait a minute before testing. If you chew tobacco, you will need to remove the substance from your mouth 2 minutes prior to startup. You cannot chew tobacco while driving. Following these simple instructions will make the results of your test more accurate, eliminating most common issues. As always, if you are unsure of something, refer to your owner's manual or contact our offices. The Determinator has a display, which will provide you with important information during its use. On startup, the device will display the number of days until your next service is due, along with the status of the warm-up progress. During a sample, it will show a progress bar indicating how much longer you need to blow. In the event of an errant sample, the display will give specific instructions as to what you are doing incorrectly. After passing a test, the device will read,
"You may start the vehicle."
During driving, the display should read running. While the vehicle is running, you can utilize the menu to access the number of days until service is due and also access volume adjustment. To take a startup test, ensure the handheld portion is properly connected to the cable and turn the ignition key to the on position. The device will power up and a voice will say,
"Please wait."
Once ready for sample, the voice will state,
"Please provide sample."
This is done by providing a short, sharp exhale of breath, upon which the device will beep. Next, provide an equally short and sharp inhale, again causing the device to beep. Lastly, provide a longer and bit softer exhale, lasting 6 to 8 seconds. The entire time this second exhale is being provided, the device will make an audible beeping sound. The tone of the beeping will increase or decrease based on the volume of air being introduced. Once the device has stopped beeping, you can stop providing the sample and the device will then give the results. If you pass, a voice will say,
"You may start the vehicle."
You may now start the vehicle and wait for running to roll across the display, after which you may drive the vehicle.
"You may start the vehicle."
If the device says,
"Invalid sample."
then the display will scroll the error encountered or possibly say,
"The vehicle starting is disabled."
if either of these incidences occur, correct the issue if possible and retest. The device will randomly call for rolling retests as required by each sentencing agency. Because of this requirement, it is important to never leave your vehicle running unattended. To notify you of this required test, the device will make an audible beep, followed by the voice stating,
"Please provide sample."
Once this occurs, find a safe location to pull over and take the rolling retest. If you are unable to pull over, ensure you take the test under safe circumstances. The device cannot turn off your ignition, so if you cannot take the test safely, it can wait. When you are able to take the test, leave the ignition running and provide the sample just the same as you would on a startup test. The device will either state,
"Rolling retest passed, thank you."
or
"Pull over and stop the vehicle now."
based on your results. The Determinator is designed to work in all climates we experience in the US. However, certain environmental circumstances may cause your device to become inoperative. Most notably, this would result from exposure to extreme heat. Leaving your device in your vehicle in direct sunlight may expose the unit to temperatures in excess of 120 degrees Fahrenheit, even if the air temperature is nowhere near that level. Covering the unit or removing it from direct sunlight will make your device operate more reliably. During cold weather, your device should operate normally. It just may take longer to reach operating temperature. Check with your installer or in your owner's manual to see what your state allows to assist you in this situation. According to your sentencing agency, your device must be calibrated on a regular basis to ensure accuracy. The next scheduled date for this service is set at the time of your current service, and your technician should share this date with you. Additionally, each time you power up your device, it will display the number of days until your device is due to be calibrated. The device will count down to the service date. For example, service due 20 days, or service due 10 days. When the device reads service due at midnight, the service is required to be performed by the end of the next day. After the normal service countdown, the device will begin a lock due message stating lock due 5 days or lock due 2 days until the device displays lock due at midnight. Each time the device powers up in lock due mode, the corresponding voice will say,
Return for service soon.
This is an audible reminder that you are due for service and that the device will soon be inoperable. If you do not have the device serviced prior to the lock due at midnight notification, your device will become completely locked out and you will not be able to drive the vehicle until it has been serviced. In some states, this may mean having the vehicle towed to the service center. Not complying with mandatory monitoring may result in further penalties. When your device is installed, the calibration form provided will specify the date your next service is to take place. You should schedule this appointment today with your installer. At the time of the next service return, you will go to your installer to have the service performed. They will perform the service and inspect your vehicle for proper operation. After completion, the installer will provide you with the paperwork for your next service date. This appointment should be scheduled at this time. Paperwork should be kept in your vehicle as evidence of your compliance with state regulations. Missing this scheduled appointment may impact your ability to drive and may subject you to additional penalties. Violations may occur if state regulations are not followed. In the event this occurs, the device service date will change to a locked due date, and the voice will verbally warn you
Return for service soon.
upon each startup. If this occurs, contact ADS immediately. We will arrange to have your device serviced and allow you to fill out an explanation as to what you believe occurred. If you do not have the device serviced prior to the lock at midnight notification, your device will become completely locked out and you will not be able to drive the vehicle until it has been serviced. In some states, this may mean having your vehicle towed to the service center. The Determinator features a one-time unlock code, which if allowed by your sentencing agency, can allow the device to be unlocked should your device become completely locked out. This code is only good for specific time periods. Startup tests and rolling retests are still required, but in some instances, the code could save you tow fees. It is important to understand there is an additional cost to receiving this code, and some states will not allow it no matter the reason for missing your scheduled appointment. Be sure to update ADS with changes to your personal information such as vehicle changes, address changes, and credit card changes. Alcohol detection systems wants your time with the interlock device to be as simple as possible. If you ever have any questions about the use of your device, do not hesitate to contact us. Our knowledgeable staff is available to assist you. Thank you for your time and drive safe.